They say there's nothing in the world as powerful as an idea whose time has come. When the Heritage Foundation was founded, the idea was simple: empower principled conservatives and build a battleship for a new conservative movement. But 50 years later,
he has been saying some pretty negative things about Donald Trump. But what are real Americans saying?
We must protect the white, pure blood.
the Heritage Foundation has become the space for conservatives to meet, strategize, organize, and come out fighting again.
There's going to be a meeting in 24 hours. You know which barn to go to.
All on behalf of the only special interest in Washington that matters to us, the American people.
They say that Donald Trump is like Hitler. He's using the same words that Hitler used. Well, Hitler used the word chair, okay?
The guy's a winner.
Those conservatives have inspired a new generation, and that battleship, now powered by 500,000 of our closest friends, has scored public policy victories never thought possible before.
I sit in a chair. That doesn't make me right, you see. But they don't stop, do they? Yeah, is this a problem? I guess it is.
He's authentic.
We heard recently from the president that he believes immigrants are eating people's cats and dogs in Ohio. Is he onto something?
Whenever he says something like this that sounds absolutely crackers, in the end, there always proves to be some truth in it.
Come again.
You think Haitian immigrants are eating cats and dogs?
I'll have a tenner with you. That within the next month or so, we find some evidence of it. What the scale of it is, I've no idea.
He's the only one who's actually created jobs.
He literally wrote the book on negotiating.
Where's Hunter?
You have no choice. You've got to vote for me. You've got to vote for me. Even if you don't like me. No, but even if you don't like me, you can sit there and say, come to America.
Trump's an outsider. Washington needs that.
Where's Hunter?
You didn't have to cut me off, make out like it never happened, and now we were nothing. And I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and that feels so rough.
I think he can make this country great again.
The party of nationalism, and I'm a Christian, and I say it proudly.
I am a Christian, and I'm not ashamed to say it.
We should be Christian nationalists.
A Christian nation.
The church is supposed to direct government, not the opposite.
If I don't win this election, and the Jewish people would really have a lot to do with that if that happens, because at 40%, that means 60% of the people are voting for the enemy. So let's talk about our great women, all right? Those women have gone through a lot. They've gone through a lot. Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free. You will no longer be thinking about abortion because it is now where it always had to be, with the states.
So when people ask why you support Donald Trump, you just tell them.
We must protect the white, pure blood.
And you left the seat up. Those are what men do. To be more open-minded to evolving their position. Yeah, there you go. See that?
I'm not a Ron Paul Republican.
I'm not a doom and gloom person.
Gay nutcracker. Complete with a rainbow hat, a trans flag. Full price, $12, but right now it's on sale for $8. Some people have told me that I have actually done more for women's sports than Megan Rapinoe has done, that maybe she's a traitor in the war on women, and I have fought valiantly in that war, obviously on the women's side.
Go home! Not our kid! Not our problem!
Obama likes him so much, let him stay at the White House!
November 5th, that's election day. It's going to be November 5th. That is the most important period of time. It's the most important day in the history of our country. Our country's going bad, and it's going to be changed on November 5th. And if it's not,
that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs.
You know which barn to go to, but I tell you what, from now on, we're all going to park in the back, okay? That's been a real problem. Can't be looking like a bunch of yahoos out there around the barn, okay?
Christianity Is the underpinning of this country our moral strength, our government rights and responsibilities?
We were founded by very strong Christians. These were men of faith.
Every sign of our Declaration of Independence was, in fact, a Christian.
Now, you may be wondering, if they didn't fill out the forms, can't we just deport these kids? Well, first of all, what the is wrong with you?
There's the childish nicknames, the crazy conspiracy theories, this weird obsession with crowd sizes.
Okay, so park in the back of the barn. A couple little notes before I get started here. Whoever it was that brought the pea salad last time, that was nasty. There were several complaints, and no more pea salad. Okay, I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just saying, no more pea salad. Okay?
No go. Anti-racist is a whole weird ideology that, quite frankly, tries to make white people second-class citizens.
It's been 50 years and a lot has changed. Our challenges are greater. Our nation's enemies more ruthless. But some things, the things that make us who we are, have stayed the same. Our heritage is...
White Americans are being treated as second-class citizens.
There are now two standards of justice.
A dual system of justice.
He's going to take our economy from here to here. I like that.
They care more about the illegal immigrants at the border than they do the American people. They're giving out handouts to them.
Our country just don't care about us Americans. It's all about a handout to all the illegal immigrants.
He's not some cautious politician. He says what I'm thinking.
These are children.
These people north is crippling poverty and out-of-control violence in places like Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador.
Wow, there are kids in trouble. You know what?
I don't know what it is. I just like the guy.
A 2008 law signed by President George W. Bush says children from countries not bordering the U.S. cannot be immediately deported.
Stupid liberals.
No go.
That's why we need a Republican in the White House.
Believing parents have a say in their kids' education. Our heritage is understanding that when we give up the right to life, we give up everything. Our heritage is...
This is a time when the white brothers have to stand together.
I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
We can't allow some Indian mongrel, whatever she is, trying to take over from our God-fearing president.
No go.
The foreign-born population is now growing by 132,000 people every month.
The non-whites are reproducing rapidly.
If we continue on this trajectory, eventually there will be no more native-born Americans.
Another quick note, all AR-15s need to have the safety on. There's been a problem. I think we know who we're talking to, and I don't want anybody saying a word to them. But you know who you are, and let's try to do this safe now, okay?
Protecting free and fair elections and knowing a broken southern border when we see it. Our heritage is refusing to drown our grandchildren in senseless government.
Discriminating against white people.
Not prosecuting street-level theft. Is this the establishment's way of paying reparations without admitting it?
Our people literally are an endangered species. Our people are having few children. We've got to start protecting our race.
If you're white, you have to go to the back of the line.
Also, I want you to make it a point to thank you-know-who for the fiery cross. It was beautiful last week.
There is racial discrimination going on right now in this country against massive numbers of white Americans.
How precisely is diversity our strength?
So how is diversity our strength?
And this week's is guaranteed to be even better. Now, we do need burlap and kerosene.
Some of his ideas seem a little out there, but I like that he's looking towards solutions.
Why push something that's not true?
Well, first of all, city officials have not said it's not true. They've said they don't have all the evidence.
They said they have no evidence.
We've heard from a number of constituents on the ground, Caitlin, who both firsthand and secondhand reports saying this stuff is happening. When you have a lot of people saying, my pets are being abducted, or geese at the city pond are being abducted and slaughtered right in front of us, this is crazy.
Senator, you talked about that your office has gotten a lot of reports. I mean, if someone calls your office and says they saw Bigfoot, that doesn't mean they saw Bigfoot. Why? I mean, you have a sense of responsibility as a running mate, and he certainly does as the candidate to not promote false information, right?
Caitlin, it's a totally fair point, but nobody's calling my office and saying that they saw Bigfoot.
Last time, There was a fiasco. Someone didn't bring the damn burlap.
It could have been Barack Hussein Obama, perhaps. We should ask him. Now, he was very nasty last night. I try and be nice to people, you know, but it's a little tough when they get personal. Please, again, remember, please, sir, don't get personal. Talk about policy. Let me ask you about that. We're going to do a free poll. Here's the two questions. Should I get personal? Should I not get personal? Ready? Should I get personal? Should I not get personal? I don't know. My advisors are fired.
Point out, listen, the Democrats are the party of the Ku Klux Klan.
Do you know what kind of freak you have to be a memorable senator?
Machine gun bacon.
He's definitely not PC.
Now, this will be a hooded event, okay? If you do not wear your uniform, you are a no-go.
No-go.
Okay?
We did it, Joe.
Just a normal f***ing president.
Is going to leave a huge white power vacuum.
Tomorrow, our voices will be heard. Now, we're having trouble getting our voices out there, mostly due to the liberal media.
On MTV, God only knows, got to meet him in the GP, see how it goes.
Yeah, a little creepy.
40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest.
But no more. We're going to bring that kerosene. We're going to bring that burlap. The fiery cross is waiting. It's beautiful.
Barack Obama, still the godfather of this machine. He gave us Joe Biden as VP. He gave us Hillary as Secretary of State. Then he cooed Joe, put all his boys with Kamala's team, and had his wingman Holder vet Waltz. Now, the guy's a young 63. He's going to be doing this for the next 25 years. He's definitely going to interfere in this election. That's why we'll be sending Johnny to Hawaii to get the truth about the birth certificate. This time we will dig deep and find out what really happened.
Joked about the size of Donald Trump's
poll.
Now you know where to go. 24 hours.
How precisely is diversity our strength? Do you get along better with your neighbors or your coworkers if you can't understand each other or share no common values? White supremacy, that's the problem. This is a hoax.
Now if you got any questions, you can call the number below, the Brotherhood hotline. Operators are standing by to tell you any details that you may have missed. We must protect the white pure blood. And we cannot allow mongrel blood being mixed with our races. Thank you very much.
Why do I support Trump?
Our heritage is telling woke corporations and leftist bureaucrats that they belong in the backseat because heritage is what we're given.
3 words. Good at business.
A message from racists for Donald Trump.
But it's also what we'll pass on to future generations. And that's an idea whose time has come.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't negotiate, let's investigate, we'll accelerate,